Sometime he's coming.
TikTok.
Terry said he gave me cash and I haven't seen it.
Refrigerator is full. You got something else to say?
Ain't nothing gonna bring me greater joy.
If I can't have her, nobody will.
Cardi.
The world need to know who the fuck you really are. Only you can decide who you want the world to see you as.
And to put your grimy ass boys in handcuffs.
Shit, you don't got enough to arrest me on.
Welcome back to the channel. I'm Jay and we're locked in. This is what's next for BMF episode 8. And we just seen that Meech went to St. Louis and handled everything. Terry's having issue with his old ladies. And now we got the trailer for episode 8. And we're about to see that the music is going to take off. And Purdy, she might still be playing with her nose, but we're going to figure out what's next. And remember, we have 3 episodes left. And this is the final season of BMF. We're getting back into the daily videos. So if you like BMF content, power content, or any kind of TV show, movie breakdown, then you at the right spot. Hit that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell so you get something every time I upload. Make sure you hit that like button, and hey, we on that road to 60,000 subscribers. But let's jump into it and break down what's next in episode 8 of BMF. What I'm gonna start off with is BMF, being that this is the final season, I really don't know what direction they're going in, but between you and I, the fake Aaliyah, Miss Purdy, it's probably time we get rid of her. The booger sugar is keeping her out the studio. And what did Meech tell us? Meech told us missed opportunities in the studio is missing money. And that's all she's doing. We look up, she's shot in the hospital. We look up, she's on the booger sugar laying down in the studio. Then she got checked out the hospital. Now we do hear Meech telling her who you want to be is who you gotta be. You gotta show the world. And Trail talking about, if I can't have her, no one can. So he already has a little personal beef. Now I don't think that the outcome for Purdy is going to be good, just because where's this storyline going to go? Meech and them didn't really have a successful music career. It was more of money laundering. So I think she's probably going to OD by the end of the season. And we see her back on that booger sugar in this episode. So it's really looking like a downhill for Purdy, or maybe an end game. Meech and Terry are heavily invested into this music, this Black Mafia Records. Well, it ain't Black Mafia Records, it's Stomping Ground. But they ain't stomping no ground, they just walking. Because there was a war in St. Louis, Meech went and handled that. Now, Terry, he was convincing Charles to come down here. Maybe that would help the music game out. But remember, this is only a money laundering operation. And this is another war that Meech is going to have to try to squash and make some beef in Atlanta. Now, it's either we squash the beef with Trail, which I don't think we can at this point, because he's already talking about if I can't have her, he can't either. So it looks like we're going to have to eliminate Trail and kind of take over the music game. Now, I don't know what direction they're going to go in, because we know about Blue Da Vinci and Young Jeezy. So as far as this music label goes, I'm thinking this is just going to be them laundering money. All the money they're getting in with Jay Push being out the picture, this is how they're going to be making all the money and keeping the assets safe legally up under the record label. There was a little bit of a time jump in episode 7. Nikki starting the show, so she's between 5 and like 7 months. She's tiptoeing on that 3rd trimester. But remember, Terry told Wanda to give her $3,000. But Lucille, yeah, I'm talking about Passer, the one that went down there and lied on that application for Section 8. Yeah, well, she done spent the money and said, look in the refrigerator, Nikki. You ain't got no job. Terry ain't paying you. I'm providing for the people. But remember earlier in the season, I don't want your money, Meech. I don't want your money, Terry. That's the devil's money. But she sure is using it now to eat, because she's a single independent pastor. Now, Nikki, she really ain't got nothing to say. And we heard what Nikki was talking about. She doesn't want a kid that, a girl at least, so she won't have the same relationship with her mom. But Nikki's going to have a baby. The baby's going to be healthy. I don't know how long Lucille is going to be a passer. Remember, this is the last season. We don't know how they ending this. Is it just going to be a crash out or what? Bryant has been working directly with the Red Dogs, and they've been cracking down. Now, remember, they caught Laz. They popped up at Laz's house, kicked in. They trying to charge the grandma. Laz said, give me the notebook and the pen. And Laz is about to tell any and everything he knows on Meech. Sometimes when you get in that bind, you gotta tell. And remember, when you tell, you can only tell up. So it's best to tell first. But now with this information, Laz is probably giving stash houses. He's probably giving where the money is hidden, where the dope is. And that's why they're committing these raids. They're going in there, kicking down doors and arresting people. Remember Frank Lucas? Oh, I won't tell on no dope dealers, but I tell on police. Laz said, I won't tell on Meech, but I tell on the dope spots. Yeah, give me that pen. I'll tell you exactly where the dope spots are. So the Red Dogs, they're really stepping it up, and Bryant is trying to crack the code. He's been after Meech and them for 4 seasons, and we know in season 1 we seen him at least arrest Terry, but he ain't getting no arrest this season on Meech or Terry. I'm not gonna say Bryant is cocky, but Bryant knows he's on the trail, and Bryant knows he has Laz providing that information. Now they're at the hospital, so this is probably Nikki giving birth to her child, because we have Meech, Terry, and Charles back, and I'm assuming that they're probably back in Detroit, or if Nikki had the baby down in Atlanta, but I'm thinking they're in Detroit because we seen her at the house with the mom, unless she's like, I'm gonna go down there to have the baby because Meech and Terry got the money. But nonetheless, Bryant found out about this probably because of Laz, or he just called some old buddies. And you know, the Flannery lane is hot on the block, especially in Detroit. So he shows up and he's telling them, oh, I'm on your case. Your time is ticking. Tick, tick, tick. Yeah, it's almost over with, Meech. Now, Meech, he fighting back with it, though. You got to give Meech a little bit of credit. He ain't never backed down, because remember, at one point, he did have Bryant in his back pocket when he gave him that $5,000. But now Bryant, he'd already quit that Detroit job. He's down in APD. He don't give a damn. I don't believe that Meech is going to find out about Laz. I think this is just going to be something that just happens. But Laz, if he's not on the streets, that's going to probably have Meech looking at him like, okay, what happened? Where you been? You're supposed to handle some stuff, but we only been getting doors kicked in while you were missing. So Meech is obviously going to have to lay low to try to stay out of Bryant's radar, because he knows that he's after him. But knowing the outcome of BMF, when has Big Meech ever laid low? So either they're going to show some flashbacks in Mexico, or Meech is really about to put this money forward with his dad and his brother to do this music. And it's going to start expanding too fast, and Bryant is going to be on their case even more. All right, let me know what you think. We got 3 episodes left, 8, 9, and 10, and BMF is coming to a conclusion. Now, there's supposed to be a spinoff, well, there's own universe called BMF Immortals, but we'll see what 50 Cent is going to do with it. But let me know what your predictions are for episode 8. What is little Nikki gonna name the baby? Is it gonna be Demetrius or something else? And is it gonna be a boy or a girl? But let me know what you think. How are the brothers gonna make it out of this with Detective Bryant hot on their trail? And is Charles ever gonna get that passion for music back? Let me know what you think. I'm Mo.J. If you like this kind of content, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm gonna try to do a live tonight. I'm going to Paris, well, not Paris, I'm going to France, but I will be trying to do a live stream while I drive over there. So make sure you tune in tonight at about 8 my time, so 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern is probably when I'll get started. But hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. I'm out.
Jimmy on the beat, boy.